Americans have more investment income than ever before. That's nuts, but it's true. And I'm going to share with you right here from the Wall Street Journal. We got America right there. I like how this guy, David Uberte, a booming economy and rising household wealth helps some consumers keep spending, says David. This freaking the Wall Street Journal sucks, dude. Right here. The economy's charge through higher interest rates is putting unprecedented sums into consumers' pockets, pushing U.S. asset values to records and helping many high earners avoid the withering effects of inflation. That doesn't make any sense. The asset values are going up in spite of the high interest rates, man. Come on. They used to say, oh, the only reason the asset values are going up is because it's subsidized by debt, low interest rates. Now they're saying the asset values are going up because of the high interest rates. No, the high interest rates are what's putting more money into people's pockets. Right here. Americans in the first quarter earned, look at this, in the first quarter, earned an annualized, but still just $3.7 trillion. That's annualized, by the way. So the first quarter, they earned an annualized $3.7 trillion of interest and dividends, which was up from 770 billion just 4 years ago. If we take our trusty calculator, I did this last night on our local channel, we say 770 is our present value, 3700 is our future value, zero payment, 4N. That's an annualized return of 48%, amigos. 48% increase. You had 770 4 years ago. Now you got 3.7 trillion with 3700. 48%. Huh, it's interesting. So we also take, what was the Fed funds rate? 0.25, we'll say, 4 years ago. 5.25 now. And our annual increase in the Fed funds rate is 114%. So check this out. Wall Street Journal is just as trash as the Washington Post and New York Times. Federal data suggests Americans' wage and wealth growth is white people right here. In sheer dollar terms, white people are getting the benefits. Interesting. It's weird how they always use white people as their whipping boy. You know who actually makes more money in America than those crazy white people? Asians. How can we never use Asians? They'll say white, brown, and black. I'm like, why are Asians not part of it? Oh, because they don't want to show that America is not racist. We got to show that America's racist. White people. I mean, look at this. In sheer dollars, white people, the rich, the college-educated, baby boomers have bagged disproportionate wealth gains through ownership of such assets as home. This is so stupid. Dude, are you that dumb, David? Are you that dumb? Your article is about income. And then you're going to say us crazy white people have bagged more income because our house doesn't pay income, you freaking, so stupid. Oh, by the way, they'll say, I just want to show you something here too. There's all these people about the federal debt. Here's the debt right here. Oh my goodness, look at that debt. It's gone so up. Here's 4 years ago right there. Federal debt was 23 trillion. Now it's at 33 trillion. Huh. Does that happen to coincide with the amount of money that you're receiving as an investor? Oh yeah, the answer would be yes. The interest payment 4 years ago, 521 billion, and now it's 947 billion. Huh? Wonder who's getting that extra interest payment. I don't know. The Chinese, I guess. It's all they're going to the Chinese. Huh? So that federal interest payment is going into your pocket, which happens to coincide with what? Right here, we were making 770. 4 years ago, now we're making 3.7 trillion. The government is taking on the chin, so you have more money. It's just that simple. People are like, oh, you sound like a modern monetary theorist. I'm not. By the way, just don't use a straw man that they argue the MMT people, modern monetary theorists say you can print without any inflation. No MMT person says that. It's stupid. No one says that. Just FYI. I hate that. There's many reasons to argue against Keynesian economics. The idea that MMT people, which is basically even a more absurd version of Keynesian economics, say, oh, you can just print with no inflation. No one says that. And when people start, like right-wing economists start saying that, I got to tune you out because I know you don't know what the hell you're talking about, or you're lying. But anyway, so here we go. The interest on the debt, just happens to coincide with how much more money you're making. For the white people, though, of course, just the white people. Blacks don't make any of this, just whites. Crazy. Flow into Americans has sparked debate among some analysts as whether higher income interest rates might actually be stimulating the economy. Interesting. That's what's called creating the demand side. We give people money to spend. That is the demand pull in terms of stimulating the economy. That's exactly what many left-wing economists say. Increase the demand side. The right wing say supply side, demand side. And they both have some legitimacy, for sure. You can't have a supply side without any demand, and you can't have a demand without any supply. They go hand in hand. This is why the whole thing of like, oh, the left-wing Keynesians are all wrong, the right-wing monetarists are all wrong. Maybe there's a little bit of both on this. I'm just throwing it out there. Could be crazy. Washington has pumped out trillions of dollars, all right? Right now, we got 1.1 trillion in seasonally adjusted annual rate of interest that they're paying, all right? That is income for cash-rich companies or Americans who park savings in money market funds where 5% annual returns can turn into a surprise five-figure income. Yep, or five figures. Here's Dolores McKinley, a retired accountant in Fort Lauderdale. The low-risk investments kind of sit there, and then when I do my taxes, it says, oh, I made all this money. Yes, you did, Dolores, you did. And guess what? If you're on Obamacare, that could hurt you, by the way. Just keep that in mind. If you're having all this taxable income from your investments, I hate to say it, but it also includes municipal bond fund, too. These taxable incomes and non-tax income tax, but still affects your Obamacare premium credits for sure. It says, yeah, well, the higher government bond payouts likely boosted American overall spending, but with the Fed signaling additional rate hikes, the growth in that income is expected to slow sharply. We don't need to keep growing. Give me 5%. 5% on my cash. I'll take that so I get called home to the good Lord. Because if loving the Lord is wrong, I don't want to be right. She gets it. She's still holding cash in case the Fed's inflation fight starts biting in earnest. If the market falls, you need to have something to back up. And the cash, 100%, man. For now, her and her husband, retired dentists, are still playing the. You don't play the market. It's not through individual accounts geared to or whatever. But anyway, they occasionally splurge on $20 Wagyu burgers, whatever the hell that is. Recently went over their monthly budget, spending that. Okay, whatever. Anyways, but she gets it right. If the markets go south, you need some backup, and you're in time. Right now, you're getting 5% on your backup. When people are still screaming bloody murder, oh, it's not fair, well, the interest rates, they're going to take away Social Security. Let's just take a look at some, too, because in terms of people say, it's all dividends. This is from Political Calculations, which I love. Here's the dividends right there on the S&P 500 as a whole. It's $58.69, a dividend on an S&P that's priced at $32.78. Now dividends are 71, and this is 4 years later, basically 4.5 years later. So dividends went from 58.69 to 71.21. Dividends have grown by 4.95% a year. So this increase in income isn't, I mean, that's good, we'll take it, but the increase in income, it's actually a bit less than that because it's that was over 4.5 years. I don't know how to do it on my calculator. We'll just say 4.5%. Dividends have grown by 4.5% a year, which is great, we'll take it. That's not anywhere near the interest rates, though. The interest rates have gone sky high, which means there's more money in your pocket for less risk. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, for heaven's sake. Believe it or not, black people and brown people can also take advantage of the high interest rates. I know the Wall Street Journal think that's crazy. It's just white people, but still. We're diversity, man. Inclusion and equity. DIE, diversity, inclusion, and equity. We're all able to get these high interest rates. I know it's shocking, but we are free, equal rights here at Heritage Wealth Plan. So just keep that in the back of your mind. We're all able to get higher interest rates. All right, God bless. We'll see you. Love your thoughts.